as he can remember, Reverend Keith has had a connection to the spirit world. Some of his earliest memories as a child include seeing and hearing people that were from the beyond. Some people call them ghosts or spirits, but to him, it was a normal part of life. It was these experiences that made Reverend Keith want to learn more about this unseen world. As a young child, he used to spend hours reading every book he could find on the spirit world, and the more he read, the more fascinated he became in learning about them and the world, including mediumship and spiritualism. For many years, Reverend Keith was in search of a church that felt right, and once he entered this sanctuary in 2006, he knew that this was the place for him, and that has happened to many people. Since the Center of Enlightenment has always been a special place to its family, it felt right to marry his beautiful wife Fiona in this very church on October 3rd, 2009. Over the years, Reverend Keith has served on the board of directors in many roles as trustee, vice president, and president. In February 2016, he was ordained as a minister at the Center of Enlightenment, and in February 2020, he was appointed as senior minister by Reverend Ken Novashevsky. Please welcome Reverend Keith Norton.
Everyone.
Good morning.
Today is a special day here at the Center of Enlightenment. It's our annual Burning Bowl ceremony. Today also marks the last church service of 2021. As we reflect on 2021, I think it goes without saying once again, this past year has been quite the year, and I'm sure we're all ready to put 21 behind us. Today, as I said, we will be performing our ritual, the annual Burning Bowl service. As we've done in the past, the Burning Bowl service is when we officially announce our new theme for the next year. Our 2021 theme so far this year has been change can only grow and strengthen me. As we look forward to the new year and welcoming in 2022, I would like to officially announce the theme for 2022. Our theme for next year is I commit to living from my wholeness. The ministers chose to honor this and to honor the change and growth we've made during 21, and to keep the momentum going by committing ourselves to living from our wholeness in 2022. And if you want to know more about what it means to live from your wholeness, I'll share a secret with you. The secret from living from the wholeness is attend next week's service.
Thank you, Reverend Keith.
Little teaser here. Reverend Carol will be hosting the White Stone ceremony, which is another powerful ceremony, where she will talk about living from wholeness as her sermon topic. It's like, stay tuned.
Yeah.
As 2022 approaches, let's take a deeper dive into the numbers behind 2022. If you add up all the numbers in 2022, 2 plus 0, 2, 2, it equals 6. In numerology, 6 is a powerful number. What is the definition of 6 in numerology? The number 6 is the embodiment of the heart. It represents unconditional love and the ability to support, nurture, and heal, which is only fitting from the change and growth of 2021. There's a powerful force of compassion and empathy, and its warm light is a beacon of hope. Its role is to use its heart and soul to be of service to others. The 6 in numerology shines in partnerships of all kinds, but especially emotional ones. Its empathy makes others comfortable letting down their guard and being open and honest about their feelings, which in turn allows to understand and provide the help that's needed. We could all use someone on our side who manifests the devoted energy of the number 6. Let's talk about the positives and the weaknesses of number 6. The positives. Number 6 is supportive. When a shoulder is needed to lean on, the number 6 will be first to arrive, equipped with a kind, soft presence and heartfelt advice. It does not simply wait to speak. It truly listens and seeks to understand so it can direct its compassion and healing where it is needed most. It's protective. The unconditional love of 6 extends to all beings and allows it to speak up for those who don't have a voice. But this protection becomes especially fierce when it comes to family. Anything that threatens to upset the emotional or spiritual balance of loved ones will awaken the ire in the number 6. Romantic. The 6 is more romantic than other numbers. It does work hard to create peaceful, mutual relationships and is fluent in all its love languages. The number 6 is only happy when the other half is happy. So it will direct all its time, support, and affection to making it so. The weaknesses of number 6. And I bring these up because it's about balance. So we got to talk about the weaknesses, but it's also what to be aware of. Number 6 is passive. In an effort to please others and keep the peace, the number 6 allows itself to get taken advantage of more often. More assertive, controlling energies can easily overpower the 6, who would rather go along with the undesirable option than speak up and make waves. 6 is self-sacrificing. While its compassion is a virtue, the number 6 is so willing to sacrifice itself for others and the sake of harmony that it neglects its own needs and well-being. There's only so much one can give, and this number often overlooks the self-care that makes it feel balanced. As they say, you can't pour from an empty cup. Idealistic. The number 6 expects everyone to treat others the way it does, in which in mind leads to a perfect world. But that's not the way the real world works. When this number realizes its ideals are unattainable, it may face extreme upset and imbalance. Life path in number 6 in numerology. These are the lovers, the nurturers, the protectors. The 6th path is blessed with a huge heart that allows these people to be part of a great support to others. In this lifetime, they must realize the importance of self-love and acknowledge that their own needs are just as important as others. Personality traits for the number 6. These people are caring, healing, compassionate, nurturing, protective, idealistic, romantic, warm, and harmonious. It is also believed that number 6 defines perfection and completion because the world was created in 6 days. And as we focus the unlimited positive changes coming in 2022 to us, here are 10 ideas for letting go. And Patty, if you could start passing around. I'm going to pass around a piece of paper, and these 10 rules are in there. There's little Ziploc bags with the pieces of paper you'll use for the ceremony, as well as the 10 things for letting go. There's also a few extra pencils in there. Number 1, let go of what isn't helping your soul smile and grow. Life is to be enjoyed, not endured. Follow a path that moves you. You are always free to do something that makes you smile. Number 2, let go of the baggage you know you need to leave behind. As we grow older and wiser, we begin to realize what we need and what we need to leave behind. Sometimes walking away is a step forward. 3, let go of feeling like you aren't making progress fast enough. No matter how many mistakes you make or how slow your progress is, you are still way ahead of everybody else who isn't even trying. Let go of the idea, this is number 4, let go of the idea that you have too much to lose. In the end, you won't regret the things you've already done as much as the didn't do when you had the chance. I would rather live a life of oh wells than a life of what ifs. Wouldn't you agree? 5, let go of worrying about everyone else's opinion in your life. When writing the story of your life, don't let someone else hold the pen. 6, let go of your tendency to avoid problems. You cannot change what you refuse to confront. 7, let go of all your empty complaints. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change the way you think about it. 8, let go of the excuses. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. 9, let go of lazy attitudes and routines. You can't underestimate a person who always works hard. Be that person. In life, you don't get what you wish for, you get what you work for. So it's just not about saying it, you also have to put in the work. And 10, let go of the idea that it's too late to start all over again. Remember, it's better to be at the bottom of the ladder if you want to climb than the top of the one you don't. And if you don't want to work on all 10 at once, pick one and work on it. Then maybe every few days or in a week or even a month, work on another one. Now, fire across religion or religious traditions, it's a powerful symbol of wisdom, knowledge, passion, purification, transformation, divinity, and light. Fire consumes, it warms, illuminates, inspires, and serves as a catalyst for change. Starting a fire requires a single spark. And it's said that a fire will double in size every 30 seconds if given enough fuel to consume. In nature, fire is both destructive and constructive. Think of an older forest for a moment. On the forest floor, there's always decaying wood, dried leaves laying around, which eventually become a source of fuel under the right conditions. Now imagine a thunderstorm coming along and a lightning strike hits a dead tree trunk and sets the forest on fire. The fire will consume everything in its path. The dead and decaying wood and leaves are all gone. And as I said, fire is both destructive and constructive. So when there's a forest fire in the woods, the firefighters actually start fire to consume all the fuel to stop the fire. So they create fire lines and they actually do controlled burns. So with everything that was dead and decayed consumed by the fire, the forest floor becomes a clean slate, allowing for new life to return. And when I studied Buddhism, one of the thoughts that always stuck with me is when you put a log on a fire, it has been a tree and now it's a log. And that fire will consume it and turn it into ash. That log will never be on a log again. So during a thunderstorm, there's enough electrical energy and lightning to separate the nitrogen atoms in the air. Once the atoms are separated, these fall to earth with rainwater and combine with minerals in the soil to find nitrates, which are a type of fertilizer. The jack pine produces pine cones that strictly rely on fire to open the cone in order to be able to spread their seeds. So they need that heat from the forest fire to repopulate themselves. So the burning bowl ceremony is about releasing, which no longer serves you, or you no longer want in your life, and planting the seeds, the new seeds of life. If there was ever a perfect day to start letting go of the needless drama and stress that has been holding you back, that day is today. Now it's time to release the old and unwanted and open ourselves up to new possibilities. So on the paper with the pencil or pen, take a few moments to write down what you no longer want to in your life, what no longer serves you, you want to release. And for those on Zoom, you can imagine mentally writing the stuff and releasing it on paper or burning it if you actually have a candle with you. Remember to be specific. The item you're listing on the paper is stuff you want to get rid of, not what you want to attract. So like if you want to lose weight, just put weight gain because you're releasing weight gain. You're not putting lose weight because that'll just attract. Use both sides of the paper if you have to. So take a couple minutes, write down what you want to get rid of and release in your life. As we continue the ceremony, please sit back, get comfortable, close your eyes, and you can continue to add stuff as we move on through the ceremony. And focus your attention to a slip of paper. And in your mind, repeat after me. I now release what I don't want to make room for the desires of my heart. I now forgive and release everything and everybody of the past or present who needs forgiveness and release. I release and let you go. I let go and let God do his perfect work in his experience for the highest and good of all concerned. Amen. And one by one, please come up to the bowl, gently place your paper to the center of the flame or near the flame. It's just a canisterno, so it's not flash paper or flash paper rather. So it's not gonna just burst into flames, it's gonna burn real slowly. And then once it's burned, you can return to your seats.
Do you want us to come up in a certain order, Reverend Keith?
If you want, we can start with Adrian. Perfect. Thank you. Good. That concludes the burning bowl ceremony. The burning bowl, when I take it home, I put it outside so that nature, the rain, the snow will wash away all the ashes and cleanse the rocks for next year. Thank you for participating.